Hi all. Hope you all had a great week. Been getting some great feedback from the therapist that everybody's working super hard on all the skills. So keep up the awesome work. These aren't easy to always remember to do, and they're so worth it. So last week we finished up with the emotion regulation module, um, and kind of thinking about those emotions and what we can do with them and some skills when our emotions kind of get all over the place. Today, we're gonna revisit mindfulness again. For those of you that have been in group before, you know that we practice mindfulness each time, and for those of you that have been doing your individual DBT sessions, also have had elements of mindfulness in them. So we're going to do just some quick reminders of mindfulness. Of what is it? Very simply, mindfulness is paying attention on purpose, and it doesn't need to be this big production of, I need to find time, and it needs to be completely silent, and I need to be sitting in the dark, sitting on the floor. Great. If that's how you want to practice mindfulness, absolutely go for it. And it doesn't need to be like that. I've noticed with a lot of people, and sometimes with myself included, I don't make time for it because it feels like it's something that needs to have all that production along with it. And it really doesn't. Mindfulness simply is paying attention on purpose. So paying attention to those thoughts, those feelings that are coming in your body, just noticing those things. Um, I have a really great definition from the Greater Good Science Center at the University of California in Berkeley. And I think this just goes and talks about it even further of what I just said. Mindfulness means maintaining a moment by moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment. Mindfulness involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them, without believing them. For instance, that there's a right or a wrong way to feel or think in a given moment, because there's not. Mindfulness is just allowing those thoughts to be there. And when we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into what we're sensing in the present moment rather than rehashing the past or imagining the future. So we're stuck really in that present moment, which is where we want to be with mindfulness. There's some research to suggest even that mindfulness is as beneficial for our mental and emotional health when practiced each day as brushing our teeth is to our oral health. And when I started to think about it that way, I was like, wow, it is really important. So one of the reminders that we can do for ourselves is we can grab our phones and we can set reminders for 2 times a day. Even if we just take it to kind of some of the guidelines with brushing our teeth 2 times a day, practicing mindfulness 2 times a day. And just like brushing our teeth, it doesn't take us 15 to 20 minutes to do that. It's rather quick, just a couple minutes. So setting a couple of reminders in your phone, it's mindfulness time. I need to practice mindfulness right now. So some ideas on how to practice mindfulness, very simply, it could just be noticing, sitting in quiet for a minute or two and noticing our breathing, noticing our heartbeat. Let's do that together right now. Just notice. I notice when I slow down, everything just feels a little bit more calm. Just take some time to notice what you're feeling. You might even have some thoughts come in. You might even have thought, this is stupid. I'm turning this off right now. Great. Just notice that thought. Just notice it. Let it be there. And move. We're going to move like a conveyor belt. We're just going to keep moving. So our breathing, sitting in the moment, those are some parts of mindfulness that we can have. We can also use mindfulness with some different objects. So something that's always with you is your hand. Like even just checking out and noticing the lines on your hand. Just kind of noticing what you see, just kind of being in that moment. We talk often even about very something simple. It's just like taking a pen and notice everything about the pen that you've never noticed before, using all of your senses. to notice that this one has white and green, that it's hard, doesn't really make any sounds when I shake it. So just noticing everything that you can about the pen. You can also find some objects around home. You may have like even a self-soothe bottle. And so this one makes sounds because there's shells in it. But just noticing what that feels like to watch that. Noticing all the colors, the sparkles, all of those things. I also have a really big shell right here. So I can take some time to kind of feel that, look at it, notice the colors that I see, the shapes that I see. Maybe it brings up a memory for me, so I want to just notice that as well. So just slowing down to notice some things that you already have. I've had this for a really, really, really long time. And I don't think I've actually taken the time to always notice it. So it takes some of these times of mindfulness just to kind of put our brain in that spot. So along with mindfulness, it's just giving yourself permission to do that, to take some time for yourself. This is a very healthy way to maintain and hold on to that mental and emotional well-being. So remind yourself, set some reminders in your phone to practice that. Teach somebody else mindfulness. Teach them what mindfulness looks like. So the challenge this week is to practice 2 times each day, a minute or 2 each time of just, this is intentional mindfulness time. You may already have some time where you're just kind of taking a breather. Make it intentional time for yourself. So thinking about what can I focus on right now? Okay. So if you have any questions about mindfulness, make sure to ask your individual therapist. We are getting the groups up and running, so we're really excited about that. So if you haven't, you should be hearing from your therapist soon. Good luck with mindfulness. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll continue to be doing some little tidbits here and there of the different skills, and certainly your feedback is so important for that. So everybody have a great week, and good luck with your mindfulness. Bye.